Hello, welcome to my channel. In the previous video we have discussed Faraday's laws of induction and Lenz rule. You know, Faraday laws give the EMF its magnitude and Lenz rule gives the direction of induced current and polarity of the EMF produced in a circuit. For details we have seen in the previous video and I am sharing the link of this video in the description today. If you want to see all these rules in detail, how to learn them, then you can open the link and watch the videos. Today we will discuss conceptual questions based on Lenz rule, so that you should have an idea how to find the direction of induced current in a circuit, and your concept will be clear regarding the Lenz rule. Let us discuss few questions. The first question is, there is a wire having current I, straight long conductor and one loop which is of rectangular in size, having length and breadth as L and B. It is moving in this direction with the velocity v at the distance r from the wire, and another loop is also at the same distance, but it is placed like this, having length side this one and breadth side this one, identical loops but placed in this way, and it is also moving with the same velocity away from the wire. Find the direction of induced current in it. This is loop number 1 suppose, and this is loop number 2, and will the EMF produced in these loops of the same rate or it will be different. Look what is going on, that if the loop number 2 it is moving away from the wire, and what will be the magnetic field's direction? You know, right hand thumb rule gives the magnetic field direction. So here clock and here this is dot, this is cross and this is dot. So perpendicular to the plane inward and here perpendicular to the plane upward. What will happen? Loop is going away, this cross magnetic field is decreasing. What we have read, that induced EMF is always given by minus d phi by dt. Minus is Lenz rule. Since flux is decreasing due to the motion of the loop, then induced current in the loop will be produced in such a way so that it can increase this cross B, because it is decreasing. How will the current will be induced in the loop so to produce this cross magnetic field? Clockwise. So what will be the direction of current here? Induced current clockwise. And similar here, dot magnetic field is decreasing. You know, magnetic field is dot due to this wire, and it is decreasing due to motion of this loop. So it should not decrease. The current will be produced in this loop in such a way that it should increase the dot magnetic field. How to flow, how to induce current will, how will it will be produced in the loop so that it can produce dot magnetic field. Look how the dot magnetic field is produced, anti-clockwise. Look, the direction of fingers, and this is the thumb gives the direction of current. So here the direction of current will be anti-clockwise. Now what is d phi by dt? So what is phi? Phi is BA. So if phi is BA and you put here, then B is constant, area is how, look, this is area, it is going away. So in this way here this strip is longer one. So if the loop is moving away, then the rate of change of area is different. So EMF produced in both the coils will be different. So in this way, how to solve the magnitude of EMF, how to find, and direction of induced current. Come to the second question. In the second question, it is given that there is a long current carrying conductor in this way, and the current flowing through it is increasing. One loop conducting loop is placed here, this is loop number 1, and another loop is placed here, this is loop number 2. Find the direction of induced current in these loops. What you have to find? The direction of magnetic field due to this current in the upper loop dot and in the lower loop cross. So, here you have seen the direction of magnetic field. Now, what will happen? I is increasing. So, these magnetic fields associated with these loops, they will also increase. And what is Lenz rule? Lenz rule says that induced EMF or induced current always oppose its cause of production. So, since dot B is increasing, so induced current will be produced in such a way that it should decrease it, or the induced current should produce cross magnetic field. That means like this. What will be the direction of induced current? Look my fingers, this will be the this one direction. Similarly here, what will you find? That cross magnetic field is increasing, so dot magnetic field should produce, so this will be anti-clockwise. So it will be like this. So in this first loop, the direction of current is clockwise, and in the second loop, the direction of current is anti-clockwise. How it has been decided? Look, using Lenz rule, it is clear. Now, if in the examination this question is asked explanation, I hope you have understood this one. Remember that whenever current is increasing and two loops are there, then find the opposite direction of induced current in the segments nearer to the wire. Here opposite to the main current. And if I is decreasing instead of increasing, then I is current. If it is decreasing, then mark in the same direction. Remember this trick. Another question, it is given that there is a loop and an electron is moving in a straight line from this point, that is, it is approaching towards the loop, and at the same path it is moving with the same velocity, it is going away from the loop. So, if the electron is passing through this line in this direction, what will be the direction of induced current? You know, the conventional direction of current is given opposite to the electron's motion. So, if the electron is going in this direction, then you can suppose that current is moving in this direction. But how? If the current is coming from here to this, to this, to this, then what will happen? The flux will be increasing with the current flowing in this direction, and till now the flux will be here, maximum current field lines will pass through it. Now from this point, if the current will be moving in this direction, that is opposite to the motion of electron, then flux linked with it will decrease. So what will be your answer for direction of induced current in this loop? Look, when the electron approaches, what will be? Anti-clockwise. When it is going closer to the loop, and when it is leaving, then what will be? Clockwise. How will you explain? Look, the current is coming. If this current is coming, then the direction of induced current will be opposite to it. In the previous question I told, then this direction of current will be induced in this way. So what will be this direction of current to produce in this way? So induced current will be opposite to the main current. So you have seen, if the electron is moving in this way, then current can be supposed to be moving opposite. Then if the electron is approaching, then direction of current in the loop will be anti-clockwise, and because electron is moving left to right, you will suppose that current is moving right to left. So if the current is moving right to left, look, the electron, when it is going closer to the loop, direction of current will be anti-clockwise, and when it is moving past through the loop, then what will be the direction of current? Clockwise. So in one line, what can you say? That the induced current in this loop will reverse its direction as the electron goes past the coil. So, in this way. Next question, look, there is a loop conducting wire which is flexible, and this is the cross magnetic field. The conducting wire is flexible and it is having irregular shape. So, it is said that this wire is expanding, it is spreading. What will be the direction of induced current in it? What will you say in this question? Uniform magnetic field perpendicular to the plane, inward. This wire is flexible and it is spreading. What for a given perimeter whose area is maximum, that is circle. So, if the wire is spreading in this way, so that it will form the maximum area, that is the shape of a circle for the given perimeter, area of circle is maximum. So, maximize will be the magnetic field, and what nature? Cross. What should be the direction of induced current? As per the Lenz rule, to oppose this increasing cross magnetic field. How to oppose? It will produce dot magnetic field. So, current will be induced in this flexible conducting loop in such a way that it should oppose the increasing cross magnetic field. So, what will be the direction of current? To produce dot magnetic field. And how the dot magnetic field is produced? Look, anti-clockwise. So, what will be the direction of current in this loop? That will be anti-clockwise. Now, suppose if the dot magnetic field is given and a loop having its maximum area, this loop is again flexible and it is adopting the shape of a compressed conducting loop like this, that is its area is decreasing. What will be the direction of induced current in this Lenz rule? Again apply the Lenz rule. What will happen? This dot magnetic field, its amount passing through the closed loop is decreasing. What is the role of induced current? To increase dot magnetic field. To increase dot magnetic field, that is induced current will be produced to produce dot magnetic field. So, again what will be the direction of induced current? Anti-clockwise. So, remember, if area increases and magnetic field is cross, then induced current anti-clockwise, and if area decreases, it is compressed like this or it is adopting the shape of this dotted one, then area decreases, magnetic flux or magnetic field linked with this area decreases. So, what will happen? The current will induce in such a way so that it can increase dot. Here it is increasing, here this area is decreasing. In this way you have to solve the questions. Now, there is a question in which the key is connected with the battery. There is a tapping key connected with the battery like this. This is the tapping key, and with the battery a circular loop is connected like this. This is the key and this is the circular loop. Inside this loop another concentric circular loop is placed. Suppose this is the loop number 1 and this is the loop number 2. What will happen when the key is pressed? What will be the direction of induced current in the loop number 1? Whenever the key is pressed, then what will happen? The direction of current will flow in the loop number 2 like this. The current will flow like this. So, magnetic field at the center will increase. What is the role of Lenz rule? To decrease it. So magnetic field will be decreased. In what way? What will be the direction of induced current? When the key is pressed, the direction of induced current will be opposite to the main current. So what will be that? Anti-clockwise. So as soon as the key is pressed, the direction of current in loop number 1 will be anti-clockwise. It remain pressed, then magnetic field. Once the magnetic field is set, no change in magnetic field, no EMF, no induced current. When the key is open, as the key is left or it is released, now what will happen? The magnetic field will start decreasing. Now the role of induced current in the loop number 1 is to increase it, that is reverse. So what will be the direction of induced current in this loop number 1? Clockwise. So what you have to make trick, that if the key is pressed, then main current direction is this, then induced current direction is opposite to that, remember. And when the key is left open, as soon as it is released, then the whatever was the main current direction, same will be the induced current direction in the loop number 1. In this way you have to solve the question. Now a question, there is a magnet falling through a metallic ring like this, a magnet having its north pole, this is the north pole of a magnet, suppose this one, and it is falling through the metallic ring like this. So when it comes out, then like this, this is the south pole of the magnet and this is the north pole. Guess the magnet's acceleration is equal to g because it is falling freely, or less than g, or greater than g. How will you find? As per Lenz rule, since the loop is metallic one, and if the magnet is falling freely, its initial velocity is 0, but north pole is approaching to a closed circuit, what will happen? The circuit will induce the current, this ring will induce the current in such a way to oppose the north pole. Lenz rule says the cause of production is opposed. In that direction induced current is produced. So which pole will be formed here? North. North means the direction of current in the upper side of the ring will be anti-clockwise. So in this way you will find that the magnet will be repelled due to formation of north pole, so it will not have its acceleration equal to g. What will be? Since it is repelled in the opposite direction, so acceleration will be less than g. Similar is the case here. From the downward direction, if the magnet is going away, then in the downward direction, what will be the direction of current produced? North, because north will attract. Now the magnet is going away, so as per Lenz rule, it wants to attract the magnet. This is the opposition. So again the north pole will be formed, and again the magnet will move downward, but when the magnet is nearer to the loop, it is being attracted by the loop. Due to Lenz rule, the induced current will be formed producing north pole here, so its acceleration will be again less than g. In this way, I hope you have solved so many questions, and in these questions you have seen how the induced current is produced and how induced current, its direction is determined. Now finally there are two questions. In one question, the loop is moving parallel to the wire with the constant velocity, and this wire is a long wire having current I. Since the distance of the wire will remain always constant, and you know magnetic field is produced by the wire is I upon R. I is also constant, R is also constant, so magnetic field will not change. All the field lines will pass here, 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 here through the wire will remain same, so no flux change no EMF will be produced, so no current will be induced. Another case, when there is no induced current in the long current carrying conductor, suppose now the current is changing, suppose the current is decreasing. Now what will happen? If a loop is placed like this, the wire is passing through its center or the perpendicular to the center, the wire is passing. Now no EMF change or no induced current. Can you explain why induced current will be not produced? No induced current. How will you say? Look, the magnetic field is always produced around the wire in the form of concentric circle. So this loop is there and magnetic field will be there at the loop upper side or the lower side. No field line will pass through the loop. So since magnetic field line not passing through the loop, no flux, no induced EMF, no induced current. So I hope in this way how to find the answer of induced EMF, induced current. I hope you must have enjoyed this. Thank you.